Children, in today's class, we will continue the lesson Society in Ancient India. Society in Ancient India. Children, do you remember what are the things we discussed in our last class? Children, first we will have a small recall of the previous class and then we will continue our today's class. Okay children, now shall we recall the lesson once again? In ancient times, who ruled India, children? Yes, India was ruled by kings. In ancient times, India was ruled by many kings. How were the kings? The kings were very powerful. Which path did the kings follow? The kings followed the path of Dharma. Where did the people live in ancient times? In ancient times, most of the people lived in villages. What was their main occupation, children? Their main occupation was agriculture. Children, who looked after the village administration? Village council looked after the administration. Some people lived in towns. Who were they? Tradesmen, artisans, and king's officials lived in the towns. Children, what did they produce? They produced wheat, barley, rice, millets, cotton, oil seeds, etc. From these, they gave the king a share as a tax. Children, name the foreign lands with which the ancient Indians had trade relations. Can you name them? Rome, Greece, Burma, Malaya, Indonesian islands, and China. Children, what were the goods exported to foreign countries from India? Can you tell them? Fine textiles, ivory goods, iron, pet animals, and birds. Children, now tell me, what were the goods imported from foreign countries to our country? Gold, pottery, and glassware items were imported from foreign countries. Children, what was the system of education prevailing in ancient India? They followed the system of Gurukula. What was the system name, children? Gurukula system. And at last, what were the religions followed by the ancient people, children? They followed Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. But the people of all religions lived together in peace and friendship. What was the chief occupation of the ancient Indians? What was the chief occupation of the ancient Indians. The chief occupation of the ancient Indians was agriculture. The chief occupation of the ancient Indians was agriculture. Second question. Who looked after the village administration? Who looked after the village administration? The village council looked after the administration. The village council looked after the administration. Name the foreign lands with which the ancient Indians had trade relations. Name the foreign lands with which the ancient Indians had trade relations. Rome, Greece, Burma, Malaya, Indonesian islands, China, etc. Rome, Greece, Burma, Malaya, Indonesian islands, China, etc. What was the system of education prevailing in ancient India? What was the system of education prevailing in ancient India? The answer is Gurukula system. Gurukula system. This system was followed during ancient India. Fifth one. What were the goods exported to foreign countries from India? What were the goods exported to foreign countries from India? Fine textiles, iron, pet animals, birds, etc. Fine textiles, iron, pet animals, birds, etc. First one, the kings followed the path of dash. The kings followed the path of dash. The answer is Dharma. Dharma. D-H-A-R-M-A. Dharma. D-H-A-R-M-A. Dharma. The kings followed the path of Dharma. Second one, dash produced fine varieties of handicrafts. Dash produced fine varieties of handicrafts. The answer is craftsmen. Craftsmen. C-R-A-F-T-S-M-E-N. Craftsmen. Third one, the towns had their own dash. The towns had their own dash. The answer is governments. Governments. G-O-V-E-R-N-M-E-N-T-S. Governments. G-O-V-E-R-N-M-E-N-T-S. Governments. The towns had their own governments. Dash was the occupation of the people. Dash was the occupation of the people. Agriculture. Agriculture was the chief occupation of the ancient people. A-G-R-I-C-U-l-T-U-R-E. E. Agriculture. 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 Agriculture was the occupation of the people. Fifth one, the dash was a self-sufficient community. The dash was a self-sufficient community. The answer is village. 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 The village was a self-sufficient community.